You know what I love more than a cozy farming sim? Cooking games. And in today's video, we're going to talk about 3 cozy cooking games that you might want to try, and I'll help you determine whether or not you'll want to buy them. So stay tuned. Hey friends, I'm Jay. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be exploring 3 cozy cooking games, what makes them stand out, their biggest flaws, and I'll help you decide whether or not these are games that you'll actually want to buy. So let's jump right into it. Our first game is called Pokemon Cafe Remix. The concept here is pretty simple. You'll hire Pokemon to work at your cafe, build up friendships with them, and eventually expand your cafe and your menu offerings by solving different puzzles. And each Pokemon that you hire comes with what's called a cafe skill that will help make solving those puzzles a heck of a lot easier. Pokemon Cafe Remix is actually a revamped version of Pokemon Cafe Mix, and the only difference here is that the puzzles are refreshed and brand new. So if you happen to have any leftover golden acorns from playing the original game, all of those will actually transfer over into Pokemon Cafe Remix. Alright, so let's get into what makes this game stand out. Number 1 has definitely got to be the price. This game is free $99, and who doesn't love a free game? The second reason why this sticks out is unique gameplay. It's just a very cute concept. I like the puzzles. It's kind of almost like Candy Crush, but like think Pokemon. And the third reason I'd have to say that this stands out is the art style. Now, let's think about who this game is going to be good for. Number 1, I'd definitely say those who really enjoy casual puzzle games. Number 2 is anybody who wants to game on a budget. And then 3, I'd just state the obvious. This is definitely going to be for people who are Pokemon fans. So what's the biggest flaw of this game? I'd have to say the fact that it uses touchscreen, so basically you can't dock it. Like you can't play this game in docked mode. So if you're playing it on Switch, you can only play in handheld mode, and for some people that's probably a deal breaker. For somebody like me, I normally play in handheld mode anyway, so that's like right up my alley. But if you are big on playing docked, whether it's on your computer or your TV, this is not really going to be the game for that because it requires that touchscreen. At the time of filming, Pokemon Cafe Remix is available in the eShop for free $99, friends. And no matter when you watch this video, that's very unlikely to change. And if you actually don't have a Nintendo Switch, this game is available on mobile too, because remember that touchscreen thing we talked about? Definitely good for that. Next up, we have Lemon Cake. In this one, you start out by stumbling upon an old, abandoned bakery, and you just immediately see the potential to turn this into a flourishing bakery business. And you actually get a lot of help learning how to run it along the way from the friendly neighborhood ghost who happens to haunt said bakery, and also happens to be the former owner? Lemon Cake is pretty much your typical management game in the respect that you're going to have to slowly grow your bakery business as demand for your sweet treats increases. So that's going to mean unlocking additional ovens, mixing bowls, tables, and all that good stuff. Now, let's talk about what makes this game stand out. The first thing I'd have to call out is the fact that while it is a management game, it's actually a low stress management game. So anybody that's looking for that type of experience, this is going to be that type of game for you. The second thing that I would say that makes Lemon Cake stand out is the fact that it is really a true indie gaming experience, and it just has that indie feel, which is always really nice. So if you're into that vibe, you will love Lemon Cake. And I'd have to say the third thing that makes this stand out is that honestly the story is just kind of cute and engaging. Now, let's talk about who this game is going to be good for. I definitely say it's perfect for those who love management games, but want a less hectic management game experience and love indie gaming and all the quirks that come with it. So in terms of the biggest flaw for Lemon Cake, I'd have to say it's simply the fact that it doesn't really add anything new, if that makes any sense. It pretty much follows the standard recipe of management games, and it doesn't really bring anything super creative or brand new to the table. So for some people, it might feel boring or repetitive or too similar to other games, and that could be a flaw. At the time of filming, Lemon Cake is available in the eShop for $29.99. And it's also available on Steam as well. So if you don't have a Switch and you have a Steam Deck instead, you can also play it there. Our final game is Cat Cafe Manager, and this one starts out with a little bit of a Stardew vibe, where you're fulfilling the wish of a late loved one, and in this case, that wish happens to be restoring their former cat cafe. In this game, you'll spend a lot of time rebuilding and managing your new cat cafe, and a lot of that's going to involve adopting stray cats to come and live in your cafe, and if they're lucky, they might even find their forever home, as your customers can come in and adopt these cats. Another big part of Cat Cafe Manager is customization. So you'll have a lot of control over how your cafe looks, and you'll be able to decorate it almost like Happy Home Paradise style. Now, let's talk about what makes this game stand out. The first thing is definitely going to be the art style and design. Second, we have the in-game music, very soothing, such a cozy vibe. And 3 is the price point. It's fairly reasonable for what you're getting. We'll get into that in a minute though. Now, let's talk about who this game is going to be good for. Number 1 is cat lovers. 2, I'd say, is anybody who loves in-game routine, because it can feel a little grindy. And then 3, I'd have to say those who like games that require rebuilding. So the biggest flaw for Cat Cafe Manager is the fact that in the beginning, it almost gives you the impression that you're inheriting a cat cafe when that's actually not the reality. You are rebuilding a cafe from scratch, and there's nothing there when you get there. And that's why I said if you like games that require building, you'll love this. For me, I don't really like games that require building. I'll be honest. So having to try and like rebuild the cafe from like ground up is just not my thing. But that may be somebody else's thing. At the time of filming, Cat Cafe Manager is available in the eShop for a sale price of $11.99. However, if you're watching this when the video is off sale, chances are it's going to be its regular price of $19.99, which is why I said it's a pretty good price point for what you're getting. Also, if you don't have a Nintendo Switch, once again, this game is also available on Steam, so you can play it on your PC or your Steam Deck if you have one. That's our list, friends. If you liked this video, definitely be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, as it helps support me and this type of content. And if you want to stay connected past this, I will have all the links to my socials and my Twitch and my Amazon storefront, all that good stuff below for you to check out. So now that we know some good things and some not so good things about these games, which ones do you think that you're going to try and grab or avoid? Let me know in the comments. See you all next time.